All right, welcome as we're here in our Tadori campaign, continuing the insanity as we go into our Tadori. Last time we had some keep building and such things as our crew has done the stuff and put a little bit of their mark upon the area in and around Oman. And it is in that we jump in for today. So, remember, you can use your Shina points to give heroic inspiration. Sorry, not heroic inspiration, to give inspiration, and to basically give people a chance to add an advantage to their roll, more or less. And remember to chat and heckle us as much as possible. We find it fun. So, because you can't be cruel with an art department, it's just not possible when it comes to that. With that, we will begin. So, where you find yourselves as things have somewhat come to order itself is indeed within the back rooms of the Slayer's Cake. Before you is Lady Vexalia, who has been working on some of the little threads that you have brought, as well as having to do a little bit of cleanup from people of our Treasury Department dissolving innocent citizens. Even if they then did bring them back to life, there's pain and trauma and that type of thing she had to take care of. But after those minor maybe issues, things have been all right. And what she hasn't been able to necessarily dispute is the results, though the results have been interesting as she begins here, or as she's in midst conversation, goes, yeah, so the issues here are we've had the changing crystals that you found in the mines. You've been talking about those, you've been investigating those, and much of what it seems the way you've used the authority I gave you was to not do anything you talked to me about. So, which I understand. There was a member of your party you wanted to rescue. I can sympathize with this. And then apparently some back issues with this whispered sister that you came here with, which you had to resolve, and I can respect that. However, I do hope we can move forward with some of the main that we first became here. I offered you the Grey Wardens as ways of increasing your influence in order to find things out about the League. So, I simply... I'm trying to say, darlings, that it's time to get on it. So, with that, I have had a fair amount of ears out, and below the city, there is a series of caverns. Some of these, from what we have gathered, are left over, possibly from civilizations or creatures or entities that hopefully along past, but of course maybe are holed up. there are those who have come down into it. So we say when they come up, they are not themselves. Some have gone on a murder spree, others have become unable to live by themselves, and many more do not return. Now, the reason why this is an interesting is recently we have observed several of the League's mercenaries going down and, in fact, returning. From what we can tell, they have returned back and forth for the last few weeks. It indicates there's either a safe path or some other means they have of combating what is down there, or they are in on whatever issue is occurring. Furthermore, we have found. She kind of pauses. The League has been having a large recruitment all over Exandria. I do mean Exandria itself. I have been painstakingly trying to collect information on this and have gotten names, descriptions from those who sent them, a very large amount from Nicodranas, which is what gave us our big breakthrough, as we have a Slayer's Cake there. And ultimately, these supposed recruits are missing. We can't make any tale of them. Now, this indicates either, and this is a possibility I hope is not true, that they are no longer with us, or that there is another place that we don't know about of the League. What we do know is all of them have come through Iman, and in various ways of getting guards to talk, we have not heard of many leaving, if any. So, this may be associated with something that's in the caverns as well. Now, this is the intelligence I've been able to gather for you. Is there anything you need from me?
Could you repeat who gave us that information just now?
Lady Vexalia.
Okay.
I think it's our intention to follow this up and head down into those tunnels. I think there are two bits of intelligence that might progress this. First off, where can we find an entrance to these tunnels?
Indeed. This, we can help you with. We don't know what entrance specifically they were using. We know they came from where the entrances are. Most of it are nearly sunken caverns, but I can give you the specifics.
Sure. Is there a specific part of town where we might be able to spot some of these League members so that we can follow them?
You wish to tail them? That's fine. Yes. Most of the League mercenaries hang out in the in a mostly spellcaster only bar, forgotten by many wizards, called the Overflowing Book. I'll simply say there is a very clear sign on the outside of it that says not responsible for injury or death. And this is the reason for this and why it's even allowed in Iman is because of the high use of magic. It is those who are not familiar with it are, they say, at great danger. And thus giving the warning sign. And as we've had discussions before, and I know you've had with others, our magic regulation is, well, not.
All right. The second piece of intelligence that you may or may not have access to is if we go down there. Oh, wait, we're past the day where the vampire sunlight thing is happening, aren't we? Never mind. That was my second question, but it doesn't matter anymore. So, redact that.
All right. Anything else?
Do you have paintings of any soldiers nearby?
Paintings of what?
Images.
Of what?
Soldiers. These League operatives who keep going into the caverns.
Oh, images. I see. Of these. No, I do not. I have not captured those. We aren't actually allowed to keep records on the League members officially. However, I can tell you the most recent ones come out were a group of 3 Dragonborn. Draconians specifically, Dragonbloods. A black, a white, and a red. The red and white were 2 females, both female, and the black is more of an armored folk, though we believe, obviously, part of the League must have some magical capability. But is male. All 3 with tails. Which, if not everyone knows, tail and no tail are still very distinguishing features of Dragonbloods. Anything else?
I did think of one more thing that I'd like your opinion on. Speculation is fine, but I've been considering. We gained information that the Wonder Worker, these constructs the League uses, I don't know what they're called, these winged flying cat-like creatures. We were told that they are made in the image of the Wonder Worker.
Really?
Curious what you make of that.
That is curious. I mean, I have seen them. They resemble sphinxes. If they are indeed that, they would be cunning. I mean, I don't know of a sphinx in the area. I'm not in Amman anyway.
So you suspect they might be Sphinx. It's good to know.
If you're talking about an image and what they appear to be,
Well, I mean, there are other ways to interpret that as well.
of course,
You could also interpret it as they're constructs who are in the image of a construct, but
good. And I mean, it's worth noting that the few times the Wonder Worker has made their appearance physically, it's always behind a Mithra mask, I believe, before the things were made. At least officially.
was another consideration is that it has to do with the mask.
But they're called Adronox.
Atronox. Good to know.
What do the mithril masks do?
From one individual, they ultimately are what focus and gather the arcane energies that power and create the body.
Oh. So if you knock that off, then they dissipate.
From what we can tell, knocking it off is a bit simplistic as to what it's meant to do, darling. It's more because the mask itself generates it. So if you take the mask and move the mask, you just pull the thing it's generating.
Oh.
Those the Lament Undoing signets?
Say that again?
Are those the Lament Undoing signets?
The,
Are those the lament? I'm not
The
understanding what-
masks. The mask. Are those the Lament Undoing signets? As in plural?
does the Lament Undoing give power to the masks?
Or if they are the masks.
I thought the Lament Undoing Zenith was just one thing that was used to control the colors.
I am not aware of this. I know you've talked about, but I don't know.
Okay.
I do not know this. But it is a energy brought from I'm told from the astral plane. But these mithril pieces of the mask and the body are necessary to keep that form. However, creating them, modifying them, or doing anything is nothing that we've been able to understand. We have gone through some trouble to procure one of the spellwrights that make these, but that is nothing like that has actually happened.
What do you know about a place called Islecross? We got information that doors down in the caverns might lead to Islecross.
Oh,
Well, we actually know specific islands.
we are fairly aware of that. That has been a place of a lot of skirmishes between the nations of Wildmount. ancient fallen cities. Not something that in Taldore, at least in Amon, we have paid particular attention to. We are about forging the future, not digging up the past, as the council goes forward. We've actually quite markedly tried to stay out of this mining old magic and technology. But, there's profit to be made. So I can't say I don't have a share in certain ships if you need to get there for some reason.
Well, I believe there's portals to Isocross.
If the League has them, that is remarkable. From what I know, no one's been able to build one in the last 20 years.
Well, we're going to find out, I guess.
Where is Islecross?
It's far north from here to the northeast,
Okay.
across the ocean.
Oh. So you think it's going to be cold?
Oh, absolutely freezing, dear.
So we should probably pack some cold stuff before we go through the portal. If we have to go through the portal.
Depending where it drops you. From everything we know, I'd say if you are to use that, it would be quite perilous. Unless, again, I don't know exactly the means by which they use these. I can tell for our own portals that I have access to, there are various security one can place on them. From having to say a certain password while going through to having to have a certain item upon you. And the lack of that can put you into a different predetermined place by the very same portal.
Oh.
It can go one direction for anyone who walks through, but those who walk through with a word or something else can go somewhere else. My favorite is the prison in a cell.
Oh. So maybe we write that down on the list of things we need to learn from the League mercenaries.
Yeah, we want that password.
Or maybe it's just like a badge they're wearing.
Yes. Oh, and another thing. There is a rather nasty character that a Spellwright had contact with in Craigham. And from our intelligence, they have been activated or have joined the current whatever's happening. Specifically what, I don't know. They're dangerous, so we kept mostly out of it. But there's a bit of information we have that they're an escaped prisoner from Amman itself. They found there. So I would say that would be a thing. And from what I heard from Craighammer, you were potentially involved with them.
We've formed a friendship with House Thunderbrand there.
I mean, this individual.
Do you know the name?
Karatukar?
The very same.
Ah, that bitch. She slipped through the cracks. We almost had her.
Indeed. Now, her capture would be a strong bit of evidence should you get her to confess. For she is a known follower of the Whispered One.
Yeah.
And a mother itself. If we can prove that the League, even a segment of it, had issues with her, unfortunately, not much, but we would almost need a confession.
I mean, I've made her flee to her coffin like twice now. I bet third time's the charm.
What you're saying is we need to capture her alive.
Yes.
We just have to find a stupid sarcophagus or whatever it is. She keeps teleporting back to it or turning into mist and running back to it. I don't know what it is. But every time she's almost dead, she runs away. And we don't know how to find her hiding place.
Well, if she's been activated, she would no longer be in Craghammer.
I
Oh,
wonder how she
well,
transports it, right? Can you teleport a sarcophagus?
I do not know.
Oh, you remember how you were talking about teleporting someone straight into prison? Can we make one of those for Ixratu Ka and just like once she's back in her sarcophagus and we know where it is, we just teleport the whole thing back to the prison?
It's because all I know, darling, is the things I'm talking about that have been made that way are permanent in one location and quite expensive.
Oman doesn't have those kind of prisons.
We have prisons that and cells that might be a destination. What I can do, yes, I can give you the summoning address to one of the cells.
Yeah.
It can be one of the more secure one for magic users.
And then Lithra can just send her into prison after I chop off her head and she flees.
I mean, utilizing the address is up to you. I'm not well versed in magic and arcane.
Lithra, are you okay with that?
Well, that should work. I don't know how big her coffin's going to be, but, well, we could at least try.
Yeah.
There is another probable ally within the League that might be able to help us in this case. A tiefling named Honor Kanibari.
I have heard the name.
She's a Lyceum alumni and seems she joined the League in good faith and may not necessarily see eye to eye with how they're doing business.
That might be a good place to start. Again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. You asked for this information and this intelligence. And so you know you have a known vampire. And in addition to many of these innocents, wherever they're being kept.
got some good leads. I think we got a lot to work with. I don't have any other questions though.
All right.
Anybody else? Nope.
Well, now I'll get to my duties, and you can get to yours. I hope, again, if you need anything, you can attack some of the agents here. And you do have your credentials.
Yeah. Can I have a cupcake to go?
Of course.
Thanks.
For 2 gold. And
Okay.
remember, you are wardens.
Yeah.
You decide what needs to be done. She will see all of you out. Anything going to do?
Okay, guys, quick group meeting back at the old place real quick. Decide where we're gonna go first. Sound good?
Sure.
Okay. Put some cupcakes in the pocket of my onesie and head back to the old place and remove 12 gold from my on our way back, can I keep a lookout for any animals that might be keeping an eye on us? Like we noticed that one time?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception check.
That is an 18.
Peering about. You look. What you can notice here is there are not animals so much following you like you saw before, but you can see on tops of various buildings there are crows, especially sometimes squirrels, that are kind of too keenly looking down upon the crowd in general, and some do seem to follow your group at times. They don't really leave their perches or their places.
Having noticed that, I will try to discreetly inform other people in the group as we're going back. But yeah, unless someone wanted to do something with those animals, I guess we go back to the old place.
All right. As you open the doors, if Jackson, you're in the lead there, you are. I need you to give me a strength saving throw as someone runs full into your chest.
Neat. It's a 17.
A 17. You take a step back as you look as Seraphina has you in a big hug. And
Hi. Here's a guy.
goes, "Hey, everyone!" And she goes, "Look. And
What?
she has this purple parchment that she's waving around really quickly.
I how did they get it purple? Sorry. What is that?
She goes, it's my acceptance letter. The league. They said yes. They
To
through all
what?
the things for me coming to work and train as a spell right. They Lithra was
You're
helping
gonna
me.
what?
Well, Lithra and I've been working on it, and she took me, and it's we've been. I'm so excited. They said I was good. I thought I wouldn't be good enough, and they said a unique magic, and I. Isn't it wonderful? I'm actually good at something.
That is amazing, Serafina.
Help! It's
Because thank you for helping me, Lithra.
I need a drink. Barkeep.
Barkeep, can I use this? Indeed, this should be the Giants' first one before they go to school, too. One round for you, ones that I see, not you lazy punks. On the house for you. A word drink to the child. Woo! As they go, listen, child, the league is not something we care about here, and we rather despise them. However, you will be only mildly disliked. Hear, hear. They go, mildly disliked. They wink at her. Go, seriously. If you do well, that is an opportunity. And we do not fault people for doing what they need to do to live in this world. Thank you.
Jackson's gonna take a big drink and kind of collect his thoughts, and then look to Serafina.
But she's telling everybody Jackson just happened to be the one who walked in. So
Yeah.
she's so before this, like she's going, she's like, Charlotte Brazen Edge. Like this is a big, she's so pumped up and hugging everybody, showing the letter over and over again.
I think as Serafina would come over to Brazen Edge and embrace him, he would just kind of look over at the party like, what? But not try to dampen her excitement, trying to do she's in good spirits.
Yeah. And so when Jackson gets an opportunity, hey Serafina, do you mind if I give you just some quick advice?
Okay.
Okay. First thing, congratulations. I was just terrible at school. Like, I was awful. I was the worst student. And I was homeschooled. So to say that my teachers hated me is something special. But I think that you can do amazing things. And I really do think that the League is the best place you could do that, because they're in need of some people that can do some really amazing, good things for everyone in this world. And so I think if you can take your gifts and use them to help other people, and you can do that with the League, I say go for it. Like, try and do as much as you can. Stay with the League as long as you want to. Because a lot of people don't agree with what the League does, but if someone would like you was in charge of it, I think you could change a lot of minds.
She nods and smiles, and I know, like I've been thinking, like, I know I have to prove myself, but what if, like, I was put in charge of things like when they figure out to do with people like Luna, and I could start to say, hey, like, they're people, like, there's things they can do.
Exactly.
I've seen things that probably so many who come in haven't seen. I know things.
So the trick is, because there's always going to be people that disagree with you, and people that stand in your way, even when you're trying to do the right thing. So you got to make friends with people that are like you, that want to do good. And then if you guys help one another, then you won't be alone when the people come and try and tell you, no, you can't help people like Luna. In fact, we're going to go try and talk to one of those people right now pretty soon. I think they're in another city. They're in Westrun, unless they've moved locations. But I think we might have to travel there. But that's what we're going to decide right now is what to do next. But that aside, I'm super proud of you, kiddo. You're awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Never had a doubt. Now I'm going to go yell at Lithra. Hold on.
Luther is just sitting at a table, really happy.
Lithra,
Yeah, Jackson.
a heads up would have been nice.
Oh, but Serafina asked me to keep it secret, so I kept it a secret.
Do I believe that Serafina wanted to keep it a secret, or did Lithra just tell me that?
Would you like them? It's up to you. It's up to you what you feel like they would go, or do you want them to do an insight for you?
Well, Lithra is really bad at lying, so you could probably tell that she is not at the moment. Serafina really did ask her to keep that a secret, and she just respected Serafina's wishes.
Okay. But still, like, I think they officially made me her guardian. So, like, if you were gonna spill the beans to someone, it probably should have been me.
Okay, maybe next time I'll tell you.
Okay. Thanks. And thanks for looking out for her. Okay. Group meeting. We got some options to choose from. There was finding the spellcaster bar and the League mercenaries. There's finding out where Honor Kinabari is. And also the thing about the tunnels, but I don't think we're supposed to go in there yet without more information.
So as you know, you receive one that's near the a known entrance.
Okay.
It's about 10 miles from one.
Oh, and then there is what to do about our next meeting with Ixratu Kar, if we want to come up with a game plan before we actually meet her.
Do any of you know a way to magically... We should ask Gilmore this. Do we have a way to prevent people from using all their teleportation magic bullshit?
Well, I mean, last time, didn't she just turn invisible and turn into mist and go down a crack in the floor? She didn't actually teleport?
Matt, last time I think Lithra was there, like right up on her when she did her misty thing. Was that a teleportation or was that like traveling by?
It was effectively teleportation.
But I do have a spell that could prevent teleportation in a certain area.
Okay. But wait, why are we preventing her from teleporting?
Well, if we can prevent her or anybody else, we're bound to face. Because let's face it, wizards do a lot of teleporting crap.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking if we can catch one of them alive, we're going to have a hard time keeping them caught without some way to keep them from teleporting.
Hmm.
What about the vials that were meant for Uriel? Would we then be able to capture her essence in those vials after it bless you.
Wait, what? Whose essence?
Ixratukar.
What do we need her essence for?
Just to keep her from teleporting.
I didn't know that's how that worked.
I don't know that it does.
Oh.
It's just floating an idea. I think,
Yeah.
could this?
It becomes a mist. Maybe we can
I'll bottle her once she's a mist. I do like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what if there's a magic item like magic manacles that you can like put on somebody so that they can't use their teleportation? But that is a Gilmore question, I think.
Yeah.
Unless Lithra knows.
I'm not particularly aware of things like that.
Okay. So visit Gilmore's to try and find a way. Maybe we have like, that's plan A is prevent teleportation. Plan B is a way to find where she keeps her coffin. Charlotte.
Yes, Jackson.
I don't know a lot about vampire sleeping habits. Because we fought Ixratukar twice now, and we've never found her coffin or sarcophagus thing before. Do you know of a way to find that kind of thing?
Well, she's probably in the caverns.
Oh, you think she put her sarcophagus somewhere safe in the caverns?
Would make sense.
Yeah.
Some people don't come out. Other people come out changed, trying to kill people.
Do you guys think that she put teeth around like she did last time? Maybe it's something we watch out for.
Also, we already know that she's possibly been activated, so she's not in her old place. It would make sense if she's here,
Yeah.
especially now that the vampire detector is over.
Yeah. Throwing out another option. Maybe we could talk to the temple responsible for the cleanse and see if they have any like focused version of it.
Well,
And we have to be really careful because Charlotte's there. But
the other thing I was thinking was I have magic that I can make us all look like different people. And that's why I wanted to know if there were images of these operatives who go under. And if we can see them, maybe we can infiltrate the group and make our way down there to see what they see.
yes, that's one option. I like it. Another option is to try and capture one and get all the information from them. And then Lithra can just wipe all of their memories from now to the beginning of time.
And Jackson.
Yeah.
I played a role in that whole league thing.
Which league thing?
The Seraphina thing.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
I encouraged her. I think she forgot.
So, did you two also join, or was it just her?
So what's the other plan?
Wait,
We really should talk about how we find one of those guys and like get their memories. You know?
Okay, so there's the dangerous spellcasting tavern where only spellcasters can enter, which I can. And we don't have a lot of information other than that. We also don't really know, because Charlotte, you were asking for like images of the League mercenaries. I'm wondering if the League has images of us.
I would say yes. I mean, especially now that we're becoming local celebrities.
Yeah.
Don't most people have images of us at this point? How many people have drawn our faces?
So maybe you can use the thing where we look like other people before we go into the spellcasting bar.
Sure. I
That'd
would
be
just
awesome.
we just look like random people, of course.
Yeah. Random spellcasting people, right?
I mean, if you want to look like a traditional wizard with a long beard and all that,
Yes.
I think I can do that.
Awesome. Thank you. So that's we need to go to the bar. The other is we need to find out where Honor Kinabari is. Can anyone use magic to talk to her in her head?
I have sending. I'm sure other people do.
Have you met her?
I don't know. I don't know when you met her. It depends. Did you meet her in was
Charlotte
it
has
before?
not.
Okay, so this was before the Dwarven city. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't met her either.
You have to describe the person really well to Charlotte so she can talk to them.
Oh.
Yeah, can you do that? Do you have an illusion spell?
I don't think you don't even need an illusion spell. You can just talk about it.
I think the only people that actually talked to her was Elvania and I forgot the goblin. Lazarus.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's true. I don't think any of the characters here have actually
No.
met her.
Yep.
Well, Sheen might be around somewhere, and someone can describe him, and then he can describe in 25 words.
Well, I do know that she's in Westrun, so maybe, and we know that she's important there. So maybe we could just go and try and get an audience or a meeting or whatever you have to do.
Okay.
So I think those are the two things we have to do right now. Right? We have to pick one.
I guess so. I don't really mind which direction we go as long as we're actively seeking answers.
Jackson, are you suggesting splitting the party?
No,
Okay.
I'm saying we all collectively agree on which one we're going to choose between the two.
Hey Matt, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
In her time, in the time that Luna spent with Ira and his journey of making things, would she know of items that would imprison or stop people from, you know?
At the very least, you know it's very possible. That is something that is because there are spells that can do it. There are
Mhm.
items that can do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just whether someone has enchanted that and its availability.
Gotcha. But we
is
can.
always the thing. Yeah. So the best thing with the thing with magic items for the most part is like they're not like people are like not this big catalog people are making.
Right.
They make an item and then especially in D&D we kind of say they function as a this, but it's not like that is like a recipe somebody has and they go, oh, let me make a bag of it's this.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does Luna share that information with the group?
Sorry. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Then maybe before we do anything, we go talk to Gilmore's in case we have to put in a special order, a rush order to make that kind of thing.
And if it sounds like we all have to either potentially capture her or something, we can see if he can give us a discount for a bulk order.
How many are we making?
Well, depending on the situation, we could potentially each one of us have one.
Oh,
Because you never know who
Yeah.
can, or if it fails or,
yeah.
Or we could just have the one shot. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah. I guess it might determine on how much gold it costs to make just one.
That's a very good point. Okay.
Yeah. So to help you out, because we've gone to Gilmore's a few times, and you can feel free to decide to RP somebody from there, but he does have a pair of dimensional shackles. They are inscribed with the image of Bane upon them. And they are 5,000 gold.
Jeez. That's a lot of gold.
I'll take them. I think Luna will buy them.
Lithra, were there any other things that you might need for your spouse?
I got a bunch of saw components last time, but yeah, I don't know if I need anything else.
Oh, were you able to bring you back from the dead diamonds?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. I think my vote is that we go to West Run and try and talk to Anna, and about the thing she invented when she was in school, or I don't know, invented or worked on, or I don't know how much she worked on it.
How long of a trip?
What?
How long of a trip is that?
I was hoping we could just teleport straight to West Run from the Traverse Junction place.
Okay.
And then I was hoping Lithra could bring us back.
Yeah.
Awesome. And because I was thinking, once we have that information and hopefully we can get Anna to agree to help us with the league, whether that's just giving us information or at the end of it kind of maybe testifying against them, whatever she's willing to do to help. We do that first, because then once we go to the spellcasting bar, things might start to steamroll on us, because we don't know if things are going to be like, what if we get there and we find out that the password we need is like reset every 24 hours and then we're on a time crunch and we don't have time to go do other things.
I mean, we're always on a time crunch.
Yeah.
Mostly 7 days.
Yeah. Are you doing okay now?
Yes, I recently ate.
Oh, okay, good. Me too. I had a cupcake. So is everybody okay with going to West Run, or do we have another?
Isn't that where Seraphina's from?
Yes.
Is she coming, or is she staying here for school?
I'll go ask. I'll go find Seraphina. Hi, Seraphina.
She's downstairs. Someone might have given her a second drink. Yeah,
Isn't she like 11 or something like that?
yeah.
Mhm.
Good. Old place, old drinking laws. Got it.
Yeah, there's no laws about that here. No.
Do you know when you have to start school or lessons or whatever?
Oh, my instructor. Yes, tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Well, I don't know how long it's going to take. Maybe it only takes us a day. Maybe we have to go to Westrun to talk to someone there.
Oh,
And I was going to
home
invite
of the
you.
cuddle cake.
Yeah, yes, it is. And I didn't want you to feel like we were leaving you behind, but I can't promise that we'll be back by tomorrow. So, and I didn't want you to miss your lessons.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, it might be the last time I see all of you then, for a long time.
Wait, you're not allowed to come back once you go to the school?
Well, it says bring everything you need to be instructed, and it kind of lists a few changes of clothes. It's like they say housing provided,
Oh, what about visitation things?
and he doesn't tell anything about that.
Okay. Well, I mean, it won't be a long time. But it might be longer than 2 days.
It doesn't say where either, but I mean it. They say it's
Doesn't-
normal because of the. She looks at it. The confidential nature of all the secrets you will be learning.
I'll be right back. Lithra, Charlotte, you come here right now
Okay, why are you yelling?
because you don't know where she's going.
Oh, she's going to the league.
Where's that?
It's at the League Academy.
Which
Why-
is where?
But why do we need to know where she's going?
Because you can't just send off a 11-year kid and not know where they are. I'm pretty sure that's like a no-no for Guardian things.
Oh, it is?
Pretty sure. I've never been a Guardian before, but that sounds like something you need to know as a Guardian is where the person that you're guarding is.
I was taken from home a lot younger than that.
When I was sent to the school I went to, I was also little and no one cared where I went.
Now you're both dead. I'm dead.
I wasn't undead at the time. And that's rude, Jackson.
Well, I'm not the one that didn't get all the information before telling someone to sign up for something.
Okay. Well, why are you yelling?
Because you need to be yelled at for things like this, I'm pretty sure. It's another Guardian thing I'm supposed to do.
Okay. Are you finished yelling or do you need more time?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay, well, take your time.
I'm going to need a cupcake.
Okay. But maybe we should all say goodbye to Seraphina.
Before she goes to boarding school.
Yeah, and maybe throw a going away party.
I'm going to need the cupcake.
We can get you more cupcakes, Jackson.
Okay, I'll calm down a little bit now. But what if something goes wrong? We won't know where she is to go help her.
Well, we could send her a sending, can't we?
Oh, we can give her one of the sending stones if you're worried.
Wait. Can we give her something so that you can do the scrying thing?
If she gives me a lock of her hair or
Perfect.
something.
Okay.
That's so creepy.
I could
We're gonna
cast-
geotag her. It's fine.
I could legend lore her to find out how her studies are going.
Not how that spell works.
If ever there comes a point where there's an answer, then we know she's doing really big things.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Jackson goes back downstairs. Okay. Sorry, real quick. And he goes over to the bartender. I'm gonna need like 4 glasses of water. Because you gave her 2 pints and she's like 5 foot nothing. 103 pounds if she's gonna need a lot of water. And he takes us over the table and sets all the water down in front of Stephanie. He's like, okay, you should probably drink all of these at some point before you go to bed. Whenever that is.
Okay.
I'm a cool uncle, I don't give you bedtimes. But is it okay with you if we contact you sometimes while you're at school?
You look and the water floats out of the glass and is like doing a circle, and then she opens it, it kind of goes into her mouth.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, that
You're going to be an absolute treasure at school. The other kids are going to love that. Sorry, back to the. Are you okay with us checking in on you from time to time while you're at school?
yeah, that's fine. Wait,
What?
like you mean like visit, or are you gonna do that creepy like stalker thing?
Yes, that one.
Oh,
But only like we'll set up a certain time of day. It won't be like
Okay.
random.
okay. Not random, you promise.
Promise. I mean, I won't do it. Lithra probably can do it whenever she wants, but I don't think she'd do that.
So Lithra. Okay. So only at noon.
Okay.
Between it has to be 12 something
Okay.
at noon. You know what? Fine. 12 something because they're gonna 12 something.
What time
Okay.
zone?
What time's up? We won't know. She's going to somewhere you don't know where.
Well-
12 something.
So
Got
he
it.
goes because that works. Then I can just know certain things I won't do within that hours.
Go to Mortis. Mortis, I need some ribbon.
Well, usually Nana has the ribbon, but she gave me some and pull out a small stash of ribbon.
Jackson,
think-
my name is literally Ribbons.
I thought you used that for your hair.
Well, I do.
Do you not mind parting with it? I didn't.
Well, for Seraphina, I'll cut off a piece.
Oh, okay.
And she does.
And I'll take that as a, okay. Seraphina, I need a lock of your hair.
Okay, that's fine. Well, Lithra needs it, right?
Yes.
Okay. This- Lithra and I are besties. She kind of and cuts it.
And I'll take the lock and wrap it up in the ribbon and tie it in a bow. Okay. This is, and I'll hand it to Lithra. You can scroll on her at 12 something.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she meant PM.
Okay.
Well,
Actually, maybe AM's better because then we'll know she's safe in bed. I like that better. Do AM.
It makes a little difference to me. So
There you go. Okay.
Well, Yeah. Bye, Serafina. Be sure to take your book with you.
Oh, yeah, unpack everything.
Okay. I'll see you later again because I live a very long time. And so even if the next time I see you, you're super old, we'll have to catch up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she kind of looks, goes, I mean, thank you and everyone. You've, after Mom left, you took care of me. So, you didn't have to. And Charlotte and Lithra didn't have to be my friends. And the rest of you didn't have to, care. And Luna, you're really cool to look at.
You want to see something cool?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And Luna will put her hand down towards the ground, and it'll detach from itself.
Ah!
And you'll see it turn into a mechanical kind of looking spider as he casts Creeping Touch, and it kind of just goes up towards Serafina.
Oh, that's really fun.
Whoa. I thought it was gonna be a gun, but that's cool too.
Oh no, that's the other hand, and she pulls
Oh.
out her hand, opens up. But this isn't a toy though, so I'll keep that hidden.
Got it.
She'll drop the spell, and then you'll see her hand kind of reappear back on her.
That is super fun. See, this is, I'm sure, there's so much utilization that, obviously to do that, you have to have personhood. I will change the minds of these people. But no, thank you, everyone. And those who were my friend, those of you who took care of me.
You should maybe make your instructors aware of the Fey contract you made.
Oh, that was part of the application.
Oh, good. So
Yeah, I dictated. I put down both my mom's names, Evelina and Honey, Star, Queen, Breaker, my relationships, all the relevant information regarding that, and the Fae, and all those things.
Yeah.
That was a big
Giving all
deal.
the information league is good. Yeah, nice.
The entire story of the campaign. Yep.
Jackson just gives a scathing look to Lithra and Charlotte.
Yeah, and it was like, because I put all of you down, including like where we were, because like what relevant places have you been,
Yep.
and things we did, like we were by the river and by those different homes, all the things.
Yep. Great. Perfect.
Yep.
Nice.
And Kamal.
And where we were.
It's good to know that they have your entire history for medical purposes.
Right, yeah, like of course, and where we were staying, like now and everything.
Perfect. So they can contact us if something goes wrong.
Exactly. So if you're here, they can get a hold of you.
Yeah.
Oh, and I updated it with all your businesses and the keeps and everything. So
Nice.
so something does happen, everything's fine.
Perfect.
Yep. Parent-teacher conferences.
Yeah. Oh man, those are gonna be awkward. Okay. Okay. Right. I guess. We last minute things we need before going to Westrun. Anybody?
I grabbed all my spell components. I'm good.
Lithor will hand Serafina a folded note. And yeah, but otherwise she doesn't do it.
No, she immediately puts it in her shirt. She nods at you.
All right. Everybody got everything they need?
Yeah. So you posted 2 manacles in there. So is it the dimensional shackles or just the
So
regular
it's
manacles?
dimensional shackles, but they say a line there. They, in addition to serving as mundane manacles,
Mhm.
so I posted mundane manacles.
Gotcha.
So you
Got-
understood the mechanics, because sometimes
Okay,
that
cool.
line vanishes and people go, "Oh, it doesn't say they have to be grappled." And I'm like, 'Cause it says it in the other, so I put
Gotcha.
those so that you could reference easily in there.
Okay. Cool. Actually, could I see if they also had potentially a beat of force by chance?
I thought you got one of those last time.
That was a beat of power
Oh.
or pearl of power. Sorry.
Pearl power, yeah. Certainly.
Yeah. I'll get a book on Illustre. Illustre.
I don't know, but for some reason, the way you pronounce that sounded like Trump was saying it.
That's Jay. Very good goddess.
the best. Nobody's better.
Okay, I can't go further on that. Okay, just gonna stop right there. And so you looking for a singular bead of force?
How much are they?
They are 2,500 gold apiece.
I will get. I'll get 3, if possible.
Okay, very good. Yep, you can do that 7,500 gold.
That's 750 platinum, right?
Yes.
And I'm just gonna grab some basic healing potions because I just realized I don't have any. It's 500, right? Per?
For a basic healing potion,
Yeah.
50 gold.
Oh, good. That's much less.
So I suppose I will specify that I go out to where I have been stabling Arula and
Yeah.
gather him up to travel with us now that I have the tools to make that possible.
What?
Yeah.
What
That's
does
a
that look?
Pokeball.
How
So everyone could describe. You could describe to everyone how you use this.
I mean, I suppose, as because we kept him outside of the gates. I suppose as one day when Mortis is there to greet you, he's, riding on Arula, walks right up to the door, and suddenly Arula just vanishes into a small amulet around his neck, and he just lands on the ground after Arula vanishes.
How long does a ruler stay in there?
Till I use a bonus action to call her back out.
That is so cool. Also, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure a ruler is a guy, but that's man, that's cool. Surprise elephant attack. That's awesome. They'll never see it coming.
Now, as we wander our way through the caverns, we'll have some way to make this work.
Some way to block the entire passage in case.
That's a possibility too.
All right. That's awesome. Okay. Anything else before we go to Westron?
Just so I say it, I did also pick up some regular potions as well, like 2.
Yeah. No, appreciate it.
Okay, I guess we're heading to the Traverse Junction. Oh, hopefully they have a portal or West Run.
They certainly do. Incidentally, Lithra, and anyone who would have a teleportation or teleportation circle spell, either one of teleport or teleportation circle, if you have one of those two spells, you can choose to learn 2 addresses of major cities upon this visit, official visit.
Oh. Which cities do we think we need? That's
Well, I mean, my first thoughts were West Run and Craghammer in case we needed to talk to Thunderbrand in person about anything.
Incidentally, as you do look, there is a sign near one for Kaimo that says out of order.
Well,
But yeah, you do restaurant in Craighammer, or do you want to do something else? There are things like on Corral and various other ones.
Campaign shift.
You
we
can learn them as well.
yeah, we already have a teleportation circle in the House Thunderbrands in Crackhammer, so we need to do West Run and
Singorn.
is there one for single?
wait.
Yes.
Yeah, Singorn's good because we also don't need one for any city that has a Slayer's Cake in it, right?
Possibly. Yeah, so I would do West Run and Singorn.
All right, very cool. In that case, you're shown to go right. All right, everything's prepared. They look at your badges and they go, "Oh, yep, free of charge." Complimentary. They kind of write it down. They put to the Treasury Department. In the case you do have to kind of sign a few documents, just enough to kind of say where you're going, and there is a stated business. I'm curious what everyone puts down.
Oh, the reason they put for the visit to West Run?
Yeah.
Jackson just puts down audit.
Amazing.
Classified.
Everybody else?
I think Luna will see that Jackson put audit and Brazen Edge put. Is this different paperwork? Or is it just like we're all.
So everyone
family?
has to sign their name and put reason because all of you have your individual badges.
Okay. Seeing both of their do I see that they wrote?
Yeah, you
That's
just what each other wrote. It's fine.
Okay. Luna writes a classified audit. She doesn't know.
Jackson's like hiding his, like, no cheating. You can't copy mine.
Listen, I don't. I sorry. Still writes it down anyways.
Lourdes would just write official business of the Treasury Department.
Nice.
Along similar lines for Lithra.
Okay. Anything different for Charlotte?
Performance scouting.
Nice. Very good.
Performance review.
With that, they fire it up to go. All right. As the energy streams through the pyramid, purple and blue surrounding. And using this, Evan, give me a wisdom save.
Hooray! These are my best ones. And I. So over the past week, having fought in the Gods Brawl with that monk over and over and over again, can I use my extra roll?
Yeah. See this? Ha! 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 Second move. Gotta think around. Keep your mind sharp.
Okay, 16.
All right. Keep slapping your face. Pay attention. Pay attention. We see Jackson catch the hand and succeed this wisdom save.
I think Mordus will also do a little reflecting on the past week as he just reflects on his efforts to try to do an orphanage correctly this time and try to find a way to deal with it in a more ideal situation compared to Kymel, and just reflect on the sense of hope that he has over seeing the endeavor actually starting to work and take root. And let's see if I do better. Oh yeah, that's much better. That's a 19.
Very good.
Lithra reflects on the week. Reflects on the week she spent in her newly established archives and buried in Ashira's research notes on the studies of necromancy and the manipulation of souls. And she thinks about how she would better direct the flow of arcane energies around her and such. She also needs that role. Oh, that's much better. 23.
Okay.
Uh, 28.
28.
I got an 18.
18. And Charlotte?
8.
8. All right. That taking it?
Well, my wisdom is so low, I don't think I'm going to do very well, even with the reroll. So I think I'm going to save that thing for another roll.
You got it. All right. Okay, so with that, shiny lights come and you feel yourselves going through as it seems light and power move through your bodies as you feels like tumbling through a tunnel. And then your feet hit ground as you find yourself at our break. And we will see y'all in a little bit. Alrighty. Come on back. All right. So you feel the energy push you here. And feel and hear the crushing of glass beneath your feet. You look, and the framework of a glass dome is above you, but pieces of glass are shattered above. Over, as you look up, a massive form of purple energy zooms over. Your eyes clearly can see its mithril mask and mithril claws.
Neat.
What would you like to do?
Are there any guards that we can see, like, that might guard these teleportation circles?
There are none.
What do we hear? Like screaming or?
Yeah, as you take a moment to try to listen outside, there's some moans. People calling for different names.
Does it smell like things are on fire?
There's some char and burn.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading towards the lobby of wherever this place is.
All right. There's a door on the outside here. As you open, you can see the vast city. Several buildings have been, what looks like have chunks out of them. Some look like they've been burnt to a crisp. People are picking through wreckage.
Just, I don't know if be able to tell from where we are. Does it look like this was done with acid?
You can get up to it and see.
Yeah, I'd like to try and inspect the nearest destroyed wall or structure to see what caused it if I can.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
And then after I fail at this, I'm going to ask Lithra if she notices anything better.
No.
It's like, I got a 6.
The story is very used to this. I think she goes to look with you.
Oh, good.
Good instincts, bad eyes. She just kind of follows Jackson.
26.
Okay. Examining. This looks like a fairly large building. At least it once was the footprint now that it takes up. You look, and there is there's a combination. You see some bear the marks of dissolved in acid, but there's also a char and a burn of fire. specifically, it seems that it might have been. Well, yeah, with your investigation check, it appears as though it burned from the top while being dissolved from below.
So there are traces of acid. Did it look like that those two happened simultaneously, or is that like a...
It looked like the two things worked together around the same amount of time.
Okay. How far away is Westruun from where we were? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Yeah.
Because West Run's closer to the East Coast than it is the West Coast.
Oh, it's almost across the entire continent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite significant.
Has been a week though.
It has been a week.
Yes.
A peaceful one.
And Amon.
Can we go talk to some of the people there? See if they know what happened?
I'm curious if we still see a battle going on.
You don't see signs of a conflict right now.
Okay.
I am not going to talk to these people.
Does it look like people are trying to avoid the streets?
So you see, trying to take a thing. People are trying to, they are taking what look like sticks and like rods to kind of test ground that's not stone. You can see, same from Lithro's thing. Seems like some of the stone of the woods of the streets have been overrun. Seem to have acid damage upon them.
Oh.
And people are like, it seems like a lot of like rescue efforts. And as you see, you can look, and there is this large tower that you see becoming lifted up at an angle as if it was laying flat, and books and shelves are falling out. And there's flashes of purple light as they kind of come below the skyline here. But you see, using its shoulder and claws, the massive Adranok just riding it.
Is someone riding the Atronach?
If you can tell here, you do not see anybody upon it. Though you can clearly see some bricks kind of like as they're falling out of this, like stop and start to replace themselves. But from your angle, there are buildings blocking.
Okay.
You're seeing part of the tower come up from the skyline that's much lower, but it still blocks your direct view at the bottom.
Well, Charlotte is going to try to get a little closer to some of the people here.
All right. Most are, you come up to there. You see three men and a woman trying to move through, calling out names, moving through what looks like records of a house.
What happened?
You'll go, oh, did you not see? This black substance started running through the streets. At the same time, these things made of fire. Beings went through the sky. As the woman says, and the one man goes, remember that? Before that, there was an explosion. Right. Yeah, before everyone came out of their, a lot of us came out of our houses and looked, sound like both as if you're tearing your clothes, but really loudly, and then something breaking.
Where did that sound like it came from?
I don't know. It sounded like it was from everywhere.
Did it rattle any buildings?
I kind of think might have.
Who are you looking for?
Oh, I go, our children. They were in the house when we ran out. The two men speak, along with our wives. I hope they're okay.
You think they're in this? And I kind of look at the rubble.
I mean, last we saw, we ran out. We left them in. The two women were watching the children. Yeah.
Are there any children nearby? And I kind of look around. Does anybody look like a child around here?
I mean, there are children in other areas helping.
Okay. I'm going to take a look at this rubble near this house and try to lift one of these rocks and see what happens.
Give me a strength check.
Okay. 6.
Okay. Yeah, you get in deep. And you, just before you think something might break in your back, you kind of stop.
And do help in her efforts. And you said a strength check?
Yes.
18.
18. With that, you grab and you can see from your vantage point, lifting up Brazen Edge, you begin to reveal the somewhat blue face of a child that suddenly like coughs as you relieve the pressure that this rock and this beam that seems to attach to it had on their chest. Say, ha, ha, ha. And below that, what looks into like a cellar, you can see two women. There's glass and pieces of wood stuck, and they're bleeding. But they have used their bodies to shield like 4 other children below them, and they are like the adults, the 2 women, their eyes are like rolling.
I can't help them from afar as he's just holding.
Yeah, you're just holding the thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, while you're holding it up, Mortis is going to start, like, with his speed, just dashing in and out to try and pull these people out.
Yeah, get them out. So thank you. Move them, and they go, "Are you okay?" And you can see the kids now, though shaken and very scared, are okay. Those 2 women, they're just trying to hold their wounds together, badly injured. They don't know what to take out when.
Are they out?
Is there anyone else down there? Is everyone accounted for?
The men look around and go, okay, 1, 2, 3. That was everyone who's in the house.
Brazen Edge will drop the beam.
As you drop it hard, you see what looks like what must be some of what they said ran through the streets seems to get unsettled and pressurized and come right back up at you.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna reflect back on the week of opening up the guild to do adventures that are going out on those hunts and
Giving them advice, maybe.
giving them advice on how they should stay away from mimic temples for a modified 20.
I love it. Casinos, they spit acid. Remember where to stand. You have to. Absolutely. You quickly move out of the way the best you can as it comes up just the side of your armor and face. So you make the save. So it's 38 halved.
Oh god.
For 19. Acid.
What was that?
There was a lot of black burning goo in your face. Oh man.
Did it leave a mark?
Yeah, I mean, your skin, like every time you do that, more of your skin comes off with it. So I don't know if you should keep on.
Okay. I'll stop. But I mean, it burns like acid.
Yeah.
Does it look like regular acid? Or
Or is it like tar?
Investigation check.
Am I about to get feathered too?
Can Mortis pull out a vial of acid for comparisons
Yes.
to give advantage?
Yes.
$25 from Lithra.
Okay. So looking, what you can tell is the acid that Mortis holds up is like a synthetic, essentially something made or natural occurring in the sense of like chemical, and it seems more like a biological acid.
Like possibly some from a dragon?
Could be.
I mean, we were swimming in it earlier.
Did it feel the same?
No, this hurts more.
Yeah, specifically, yeah. You think similar black sludge was like breathed out, it seemed, from the thing. What you swam in was actually different. But you do remember something like this coming from the dragon that you disturbed.
I think we might have poked the wrong dragon.
Which dragon should we have parked?
No dragon. We shouldn't have poked any dragon.
Yeah. Okay.
Perhaps we just need to poke it hard.
Yeah, with a bigger stick. But I think if we wanted to like help these people, it might be the best way to do it is to find Anna and just give her whatever help we can. She knows the city better, right? She lives here.
I mean, she should be in that flying tower, right?
Wait, in the tower? Oh, I don't know. Let's find some guards maybe and see if they can point us towards her.
Well, I mean, I imagine we just go toward that big construct
Yeah, that works too.
Find somebody that can point us to honor.
But
If-
be careful of the streets. Apparently, they're covered in acid.
I look at the people. Do any of you know Honor?
Spell right honor. Yeah. She's cleared out the sewers. She's done. She's the league representative. Most everyone knows of her.
What does she usually set up?
The league office. They kind of give you rough directions.
Okay.
And they do point to the massive Adrenac over there. I mean, that's probably hers.
Probably.
Okay, so we just have to get to her without touching the ground.
Well, that should
Right.
be easy. We just need to fly.
Fly.
Yes.
I can't even run on walls anymore. Stupid
Oh.
stick.
How high is it?
The tower?
Yeah.
Are we asking the tower? It's not in the air. By this time, it's not in the air anymore. It seems to
Oh.
be resting.
Oh,
And like you see a bricks, you witness scene of it getting righted and bricks beginning to be put back into it. That was what was described. So that has continued to happen as you've dealt with these other things.
huh?
I would like cautiously head that way.
Okay. What are you going to go about to testing the safety of the ground?
Let's see. What do I have?
Who remembered to bring their 10-foot pole?
I mean, the best I can think of is to find bits of debris and throw it in the like 10, 15 feet ahead of me.
Okay. I think like, grah, grah.
You know, see if the ground splashes up when the
Yeah.
debris
Try to
lands.
do that. Yeah, give me athletics check.
That's a 18.
18. So you consistently are throwing it about 30 feet in front of you with enough force where you can see either it lands, these pieces land and nothing, and sometimes they land and like stuff comes up and dissolves the next stone as you're creating actually somewhat of a marketed safe pathway.
That or Harper just walks in front of me. Harper goes first and just takes it.
Oops, oops, oops.
Would Harper set it off though, since she doesn't have? Does she have weight?
She
Yeah, I wouldn't
Can-
necessarily.
well, she has the same amount of pressure that Mage Hand can apply.
Right. So, but I mean, you decided to use the bricks. We already resolved that you used the stones effectively. I don't know why we're.
It was just a thought that I had.
So, coming and you see further wreckage, families similar to what you passed, where people are searching for lost loved ones. And you come to, you can see there are this tower being held by this enormous Andronak. Energies and almost looks like constellations in their body, explosions contained within this strange frame. They are propping the tower as you see this white-robed albino tiefling with a tinge of red in her horns and a staff that seems to be continually bleeding blood, making several gestures as it floats and becomes and objects are coming up and stones are being lifted. You can see below different people have had their legs trapped or snapped by the stones, and a contingent of guards here, about 7, are grabbing people, moving them carefully as the stones are being lifted, as things are getting put. And the massive tower is being made safe. She goes, all right. By the looks of it, looks like people caught up in this. They're servicing about 100 different people who were either in the vicinity or maybe fell out of the tower. Occasionally, one guy kind of goes, "Spell right, Kinabari! This one!" She begins whispering, and someone who looks like they're bleeding out suddenly screams as the blood around them rushes back into their body. And their wounds begin to heat up and burn shut. But they go and begin breathing, and their eyes open as she takes her concentration back to the work at hand with the tower.
Make it safe. I'll take care of the wounded. As we approach, I just move into medic mode.
Good help. She sees you. She goes, Thank you. Capable, trained people. Thank goodness.
Focus.
Thank you. I see you have friends. Any of you can do anything, please do it.
Okay.
Which exactly is the situation she's focusing on? I'm sorry.
She's making the building stable and trying to. So you can see that essentially she's lifted the majority of the building off of injured people. And while people are trying to care for that, she is trying to fix the structure so that the building can stand on its own.
Can Lithra cast telekinesis and try to help with that?
Absolutely. It's actually easy enough as you put it and things start to move quicker. As you do that, she looks at you and then cocks their head and goes, breathes, blinks, and then mutters something, and you can hear a voice in your head and starts to instruct you precisely on where to put the bricks. It says, hand that one over to me. You pick them, I'll place them.
Yeah, Lithra will follow that instruction.
Jackson's eyes turn silver, and Harper's turn the chocolate brown as she takes off into the tower to make sure it's clear of people, and she just starts going floor by floor.
Okay. Perception check.
And if it helps, she has 10 feet of blind sight.
Okay.
Actually, that's interesting. If Jackson has 10 feet of blind sight, does that transfer to Harper as she's searching?
For what we're... Let me think here. Yes. For what we're doing, the way we're manipulating this, it would work in this case.
Then, yeah.
So I'm going to let that go with advantage to represent the blind sight.
All right. Good news, because that's a 16.
Okay.
Much better than the 2 I rolled.
Oh, nice. So absolutely, as she rushes, you in fact can you see where there's a hole in each floor of the tower. As you move up, there's not anybody until you get to the very top, where you see a massive, essentially broken now, but was once here, or it's bent, telescope with looks like 9 different lenses that can be largely rotated in and out this array, and their body this person's body looks like it hit the rod that holds up one of the lenses and then spun around it and now sits and lays there. And blood kind of drips from their mouth. And there's just the slightest breathing to them.
You're
Sorry,
muted.
I was muted. From where Harper is, do I see a window or an open hole or something out of the tower?
There's enough. Yeah, there's a few holes.
Yeah. Can I tell how far down it is?
From the top of the tower would be about 200 feet.
200 feet. Okay. I'm going to voice what I'm seeing as it happens. I can get up there, but does anybody have a way for me to get back down?
Yeah, I do. Jackson, come here.
Jackson is currently blind and can't hear.
Oh,
He's blind and deaf currently.
but you're just speaking.
He's
then.
just saying that out loud. Tap twice on my shoulder for yes.
Yeah, I'll tap twice on your shoulder.
Because I'm going to switch places with Harper and try and get this person. And my only way is to kind of jump out of the tower. Can someone cast fly on me or feather for me when I?
Luna will put her hand on Jackson and cast fly.
And I will swap places with Harper.
Nice.
And then you see Harper appear for just a second, then vanish. And it's weird because when they switch places, there's not like poof. Jackson's fur becomes this gray silver color to match his eyes, and his clothing fades color and becomes gray. And then it's just Harper standing there, and then
Cool.
vanishes.
Wow.
And so now it's Jackson up at the top of this tower. I'm gonna try and help this person. Are they trapped under something? Or are they?
They're hanging bent a few wrong directions
Ooh.
on top of like a metal pole that comes midway. So they're not the pole's not in them. They're just draped over this rock pole.
So I will try and as gently as I can move them up, and just in case, I'm going to take out one of my new healing potions and try and administer it to them.
Okay. So you're giving them the potion first here as your
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. It goes down, and you can see some of the wounds in them begin to close with a soft glow.
That's the best I can do for now. I'm going to get you out of this tower, okay?
They nod.
And I'll just kind of try and gently lift them up and then fly them out of this tower.
Yeah, lift them up. It's not as dire as it was going to be if you didn't do that, but still give me a medicine check.
Okay. Uh-oh. It's a +1. It could be a lot worse.
Do you have the lucky feet?
Yep, I do. Oh, they changed that, didn't they? Is it still a re-roll, or do I roll it in advance?
You roll with advantage.
Okay, great. Good call. That's a 13.
Okay. You can see there is a spot that on their through these robes that they were wearing, there was especially this scorched area of their skin that has a strange purple hue, and it looks like bloated and a little pussy. And so you kind of put your hands away from that to support them and to not put pressure. You're able to lift them and fly them down.
Brazen Edge, I got one for you. They need help.
Are they alive?
Barely. I gave them a healing potion, so hopefully they're okay for now. But they got a lot of wounds.
Okay.
I'll set them down. It's like, thanks, Luna. While I have this,
Say, any other interactions
Yeah.
with the immediate aid?
And Mort is just standing there like, I want to do something, but I don't know what to do.
you have
When he
Hand of
sees-
Healing now.
I do. But I feel like that might get real awkward real fast to use it on civilians.
Healed.
No, I think Mortis would just be looking for, like, as debris gets lifted up or as people are trying to get people out and moving debris, he'd be doing the same thing he did before, where he'd slip in and pull them out to safety while somebody else is lifting stuff up.
Okay. Yeah, give me some acrobatics, please.
I have them. I may as well use a luck point.
Hooray!
Luck point. Hooray. Luck point. Hooray.
It's 24.
Okay. Love it. 24. Yep. Safely and quickly moving people out of places so that if something goes wrong in the other tower, they're at least safe. And you can see as Honor's eyes are catching this, there is a little bit of relief that starts to come over her, and she nods. And as she kind of calms down without having as much pressure, you can see her spouse seems to strengthen, and she is able to work with Lithra quicker.
Luna will look over to Jackson and say that I can only hold that for 10 minutes. So if you got to go again or got to do something else, do it now.
Before I do that, I just want to make sure there's anything Charlotte wanted to do.
Yeah.
Are we getting the sense that there's something in the tower to get still? Now that Honor's out?
I mean, I don't think we ever talked about that.
Okay. I think then, since Jackson did that, I think Charlotte will transform, go bat form, and fly up.
Honor clocks it. Okay.
Well, she's wearing a magical cape that allows her to do that, by the way.
Mhm.
So it's not necessarily a vampire thing.
2 o'clock's like interesting. You flying up at the tower?
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for?
I'm kind of just trying to get a feel for what's up here. So when I would make it up there, I would go back into humanoid form. Try and look around a bit.
Okay. Where in the tower are you trying to go?
Into the highest window I can find.
Okay. So you see what I described to Jackson.
Okay.
A few research notes, and some books that have a lot have fallen out, but other things still kind of rest, like kind of captured in the corners here. The large telescope as well as charts.
Okay. I would proceed down.
Okay, so going back down.
No, down the stairs.
Okay. Very cool. You can hear the massive Adronach like shifting as you're putting weight on places where there was not weight, like going through. And Honor swearing below, not ready for what was starting to go, as the bat's kind of moving through. What so you're going down, and just give me an idea of what is she hoping to find?
Well, that's
Like
just
what's going to
it.
catch her attention?
Um,
Because this is a tower of so much stuff, right? So just what might catch her attention?
Things that are magical, glowing magics, I guess. Things.
Why is she interested in those? Like, why is she looking for glowing magical objects?
I think because she isn't sure what's going on with the tower.
So she's trying to determine like what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Yeah, give me investigation. With likely bat stats, unless your cloak says otherwise.
I'm not a bat anymore. 17.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you're going down. Yeah, I'm gonna. A few things. Fire. Give me an intellect save as you're helping Honor deal with like this searching that's going on this reconstructing tower.
Okay. 30.
Okay, cool. She does well too, so you'll be able to adjust.
A cool 30. A smooth 30.
So going down, I mean, there's various things here. Odd, it is below where you can see a hole as you get back down to the tower, back to the bottom floor, where you can see a more of where a stone has been like pushed away, like from a big force upward, and what looks like leads down into a room below that has a hole that leads down to a room below that has a hole that leads down to another room below. And all the way down there, you can just see on the floor what looks like crystalline pieces that have a glow that's rapidly fading. That is teal in color.
How far away?
From where you're there's about 60 feet.
Okay. So I'd have to. So I'd have to jump down 60 feet to get to it. Or
If you want to go straight down the halls, you don't see an access door or anything immediately. You just see the cell
Okay.
going down.
okay. I'll do a separate bat transformation using vamp feature to fly down closer and to try and find a good spot to switch back.
Okay, so go down to the floor there. Down here, you can recognize white stone makes up the floor. And carved within it is a permanent teleportation circle.
Is the
And
circle on the map? Like, is it indicating a particular place in Whitestone?
you can't tell. Circles, no one can read a circle and know where it goes.
Okay.
Largely because different was think of and conceive of locations very differently. So but you do see these bits of these blue crystals glowing.
Okay. So I don't know. Has Charlotte been told about the blue crystals?
I don't think so.
Actually, she was when we had that one episode in Nana's house when we were doing the whole recap, and we told you about the crystals in the mine and how Devin died and how
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
And
Alright,
weren't those
so-
crystals where Luna was being kept as well?
There were, yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so if she knows what they are, okay. So she's gonna look to see if there's a way to climb out of here.
Just not an obvious way. There's just the 20-foot hole above.
Okay.
20-foot high hole above you.
And she doesn't know if her transformation feature counts as magical, but she assumes it does. So she's going to she's gonna have to try something. She will take her I think she has a rope. Yeah. She'll take her rope and she will try to see if there's I was just seeing if she had like a hook or something. She does not. Okay, so she's gonna try to see if there's like a ledge she could try to throw this rope on to try and pull it down a little bit so that she could use it as a means of climbing.
Okay. So is this a grappling hook or is this just rope she's
No,
tying
this
to
is
the
just a regular rope that she has. She has weaver's supplies anyway, but I already had a rope. I'm just looking at what other things she has, and that's about it.
So where's the? You said she's to make like a lasso with the rope.
Yeah, she's trying to make like a lasso so she can like hook a ledge and try to climb out instead of using magic to get out.
Gotcha. Okay, so you. Yeah. So you make this. Give me an athletics check.
No. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Athletics. Okay, it's a good one for me. It's a 14.
Okay. Yeah. So you lift it up, and you begin to lift yourself up. Going up here is when you begin to see from sun that's coming down here, have this upward angle now that you're looking. That there's all these like floating little blue particulates. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Uh, 17.
17. Feels like if there's itching in every part of your body as you pull up, and with that you can climb where you'd like. So to get out of here.
Okay. So getting out, I'm going to try and find the exit.
Okay, it's easy enough to get a hole and whatnot to gunman out of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
So you're out.
Okay. 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 So I will go up to Moritus. Moritus, there are blue crystals by a circle teleportation circle with a big map of Whitestone.
It's not a map of Whitestone.
By what was it?
There's white stone,
Oh,
but not stone that's white. White stone.
Okay. Gotcha. Whitestone. Okay.
Carved into it is the teleportation circle.
As in the stone they mined from Whitestone.
Right. Okay.
All good.
So-
I can see now where we were a little. Now we're good.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay. So, scratch that. There is a teleportation circle in Whitestone, which, as you know, is mined from Whitestone, and there were a lot of blue crystals that you all were talking about the other day. And now my body itches, and I'm worried I might be dying.
If I remember the symptoms, usually you start to go blind first.
Oh,
Well, let me know if that starts to happen.
well,
Then we need to worry.
I have the ability to see while blind, so at least there's that.
Shut your eyes. They try to bulge out.
What?
They try to bulge out.
I closed my eyes. Why? What's happening?
That's what happened to Rowan,
Who's Rowan?
a dear friend, who's no longer with us.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's fine. He's fine.
Okay.
He just doesn't travel with us anymore.
Well, how long do I have to keep my eyes closed?
There was a balm. I don't have the magic to heal this.
What?
Uh,
What do you need?
I think it's like a restoration you need.
I have that. I can do that. I will greater restoration myself.
Okay. You feel the energy pour through you.
Do I still feel itchy?
I know the itching subsides.
Oh, that's much better.
Are we good now? It's getting really difficult to keep things going.
It takes about a good hour here, but as people might continue what they are doing, assuming is there anything we would need to resolve in that hour from Charlotte or from anybody else?
I just wanted to make sure during the 10 minutes I had fly, and I was using that to get an aerial view and make sure that nothing important got missed.
Yeah,
Like-
we've done the represents of,
Yeah.
of the things. So you guys are continuing to do all the good things.
Okay, cool.
Though I guess since you would fly around, give me a perception check.
Yeah, I would like to specify, thinking about it as I'm flying around, I'd just keep an eye out for a dragon. And I might as well use another luck point for advantage. Which that's a nat 2026.
Okay. You do notice are several heaves within on the ground.
Heaves?
Yeah.
Can you clarify?
So sure. So the ground has like pushed up,
Oh, I see. Okay,
like frost heaves in winter.
gotcha.
Kind of come up.
So I see these. Are they beneath buildings? Are they beneath streets? Does it look like there's a pattern?
So check. You're able to see they proceed. It's hard to say as far as like along this. It does go along the street for some amount of time, but specifically heads northwest fairly directly.
And does that continue past the city?
You can see where it goes into the Bramblewood.
Okay. Then, yeah, returning to the group, having not seen a dragon, right?
Right.
Okay. Return and tell them what I saw about how the ground looks, the upheaval and the direction.
Is Honor still around us, like hearing
Yeah.
our conversation?
You and Arna would be working together still at this point.
So I don't know, like, is that from a tunnel or something? I kind of assumed that dragons would attack from the sky, but maybe it tunneled its way in.
Some dragons are known to burrow.
And some can swim.
I mean, I guess once the tower's situation has been resolved, we can talk to Honor and get more details, hopefully.
Well, and I have a theory too, based on things we saw at the Myers Scar that troubles me. And I'm going to want to talk to Honor about that too.
I guess I'll just help where I can until she's done. And that's what Jackson will start doing, is trying to help out best he can with carrying like people in carts or like gophering medical supplies or whatever it is.
All right. Anything else of note from anybody? Okay.
Unless anybody has any objections, I think at some point, while everything, knowing that she's a little bit distracted, Brazen Edge would kind of nonchalantly inform her, it's like, we're the menagerie. I think you've heard of us.
Oops. Yes. I think I've heard of it somewhere.
And he would just go back to helping out, just trying to ease the the suspicions of everything she's seen so far.
Very good. With that essentially ends as much of the other people have been helped, as she sighs and looks to the enormous creature of energy. She goes, quickly now, begin to make things safe, starting with the buildings that can be used as shelters. As she leans down and this creature touches its mithril mask to her cheeks as it nods, and she gives it a slight kiss on the neck as it begins trampling off. So it goes, pardon me, and quickly upon her staff runs her hands up, and you can see on her staff it's does a spiral and is bladed as she makes cuts in either of her hands, as her blood shoots out as she focuses, and 5 bloodied 5 fully of blood approximations of herself appear,
So no way that's sanitary.
and they nod at her and begin running and lifting a little easily large pieces of wood and start clearing out as she stumbles for a second, catches herself on her staff. All right. We need to do everything, and she starts yelling, actually, do everything you can before the sun sets. When that is done, we will need to be in shelter and safe.
What happens when the sun sets?
It's hard to see.
Not for me.
Good for you.
He kind of looks real proud of himself at that.
Yeah, Charlotte was looking at those bloody humanoids like they were sentient ice cream.
Licking her lips.
Glad you've come. Will you be able to help? If you'd like, I can authorize 100 gold each if you can provide further assistance.
Yeah, definitely.
More health boosting. I'm a performer.
Maybe tonight. Right now, people need actual physical aid.
Oh, okay.
People are trapped, dying, might be wounded, lungs punctured. Anything you can do?
She said her lung is punctured?
No, but others. Just sort
Oh,
of
okay.
that people are in dire need. She goes, but honestly, a song tonight by someone versed would lift spirits later.
Do you know what did this?
That I don't. I know it was sent here on the tower. And there was, an energy that I need to further investigate, but specifically what, other than elemental creatures of fire, that they dealt with.
Just be careful about the magic you use around the blue dust.
You're familiar. What is that dust?
So there are crystals, and when the crystals are messed with too much or harvest like broken, the dust goes into the air and it does bad things with magic. And if you breathe it in, it does bad things with you.
Right.
And I look at Brazen Edge, wondering if we should tell her.
Tell her.
What about the blue? The blue.
They're they're the remnants of Fae.
Yeah, like Archfey.
Archfey. But that's
Really?
the conversation we need
Sure.
to have with you.
Alright. Tell you what. We will do this. I'll arrange for us to have a private area tonight. Is that
Okay.
Sounds good. The other thing that you should know is that when I was flying around, thanks to Luna's help, I saw like the ground was kind of distorted and rose up, and there was like a trail of it leading off into like northwest into the woods.
northwest?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that or not, but
I have not had time. No, but thank you.
I myself am not very strong, but I can create someone who is strong who can help.
Good.
Great. Are there any mice nearby?
You
You
could
play a-
definitely find some, given a
Okay.
little bit of time.
I will pick one up, and I
you
will
play a
look-
song and bring them to you.
Well, I pick it up, I hold it up to my face for about a minute, and I'm like just making things like, "Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?" And eventually, he starts to magically glow, and I set him down, and then he becomes a full humanoid. Okay, I'm gonna call you Roger. Roger, I need you to help lift the rocks and follow the instructions of the people needing help. And he cannot talk, but he can follow instructions.
All right.
You practice sangromancy. May I lay a hand on you?
She looks at you. Nods.
And he'll take a dagger out as he cuts his hand, as he does cure wounds at their level for 37 points honor.
Nice. Fused it through her body. That is different. And her eyes kind of go over Brazen Edge top to bottom, and you can see with her especially, but more it is to her eyes like follow the paths of power that their energy took. Well then, I do feel better. Let's see. Excuse me. You helped me greatly. What is your name? Looking to Lithra.
Oh, I'm Lithra.
Lithra. Well, today we are friends, at least. Today. Will you help me will you come with me I could use someone of your power?
Sure, but only today.
We shall see.
Okay.
And then What would any of you like to do in assisting the town?
Yeah, after Charlotte brought her summons about, Mortis remembers he has help too, because I totally forgot about it. And Arula manifests, and we'll start.
Yeah.
Lifted himself. They're like, "Hey!"
We brought our own
An
crane.
Adrenok. Nice.
Yeah, Roger is not a summons. He is an actual transformed rat into a humanoid. Which makes me wonder if I can feed on him. It's a legit question. I mean, if he becomes a humanoid and I can only drink humanoid blood, might have to think about that.
All to become Louis de Pontelac.
I think Harper will be helping to explore the places that look too dangerous for people to traverse. Helping, like, trying to find people that are trapped still or buried. And yeah, the
Give me perception check.
Actually, I was gonna say I'd like to assist Jackson with that using that that spell, the Creeping Touch, because it's literally used for I could basically look through it and like hard to reach places. That thing can like.
You each can make one, or one can make it with advantage.
My perception is a +3, so I'd give you advantage.
okay. It's a 16.
16. Yeah, looking, you're particular able to find where it looks like there's just disheveled earth, possibly that was made. There's somewhere it looks like it actually opened up and swallowed people
Oh,
up, and you look and you're able to pull them out. Very out of breath. They're trying to make it through, holding their breath, but you're able to find several where everyone was overlooking them. If you do have like some acid burns, not crazy, but very light in and around, like almost all over, very homogeneous type of patterns of burn. I'll pull on up. Anyone else?
I could reverse gravity on a section.
Okay. I have a particular building where they don't know how to lift it and get everyone out from inside, as you can cast that, and the whole rises up with people inside. As the Adrenok starts to collect them, and it nods at you, they go, "Woohoo!" and you're praised, and people are very, "Thank you."
Welcome. Glad they could do that, because that was about to be a disaster.
I wasn't going to screw you over that bad. I was like, this is...
I would go around as well, helping out, getting people out, and those that are needing stabilization, bringing them back to. Out of my spells, I'm gonna sacrifice, I think, 5 spells. In the shape of cure wounds as they're coming up amongst the search and rescue.
Yeah, very good. And more people are healed. And... Charlotte, do we do Mortis?
Yeah, I mean, Mortis should just be going around with the roulette, letting
Right.
roulette
Bull is going
lift.
through. Then, any particular way, Lithra is just seeking to help Honor or talk to her or anything like the same.
I was trying to help with various spells that can move objects, using maybe floating this to move people who are wounded and such. And also kind of looking at Honor because she feels like Honor knows things about her that she's not comfortable with.
Yeah. Perception or insight, depending on what information you'd like to get from this.
Yeah, 6 insight. She's not seeing anything.
The most you can do is you can see that again, every time you go to cast, you do catch that her eyes watch and kind of depending on how you feel your magic as it kind of comes through your body or your frame, you like her eyes follow that precise pathway upon you watching.
Lithra is shifting uncomfortably, trying to hide her necklace, which is her phylactery from Honor's. Because every time Honor's eyes traces the power, it always comes back to that.
Yeah, so it's give me a sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh,
With chat.
26.
Okay. That will beat her passive 25.
Oh,
Come on.
You. You feel like her thing is going to your chest, but she's not picking up what in your chest is the main idea here.
my eyes are up here, Honor.
In fact, as you watch too, as her eyes do that, you can see at times like they don't move together; they move independently from one another often. So one eye was like perfectly folded, with the other eye's paying attention to what she's doing.
Like a weird. I'm just thinking like the lizards, the geckos, or whatever. They can like move their eyes independently and like.
But with that, much of Westeron is saved. There are the deaths, from what everyone can tell, all are those that happen instantly. But it seems that, from what I can tell, no one yet has died from injury. And people are brought to a combination makeshift tent and building, and Honor appoints guards as she yells at this. She's like, "Does this seem to be a special occasion, everyone?" As she takes a horn from her robes and blows it loudly as 27 tables appear filled with food. And wine and beer and all types of things, large barrels. He goes, "Now, there'll be more work to do in the morning, so don't do it too hard, but get your energy back. And I believe we have a performer."
Oh, yes. I am the owner and proprietor of a dance studio in Amman, and I am just on tour to showcase some of my original choreography.
Oh.
And,
Excellent. A performance and a commercial.
yeah, she doesn't play instruments. So she'll just ask somebody if they're instruments.
Yeah, there's some music that kind of people kind of get something to beat.
Actually, I was going to ask Charlotte, Would you like some music?
There you go.
Yes.
Okay. Just let me know, and I think I got something that can help.
Excellent.
Just let me know when you're going to start, okay?
All right. I go up on the stage. I get my performance outfit all ready, and I am ready for some classical ballet.
And so Luna will take out her wand of conducting. And she'll go ahead and start to, basically keep tempo with the wand as she uses it. And you hear, I don't know about classical music would be in Exandria.
Yeah.
But it yeah. I'll assist with that, yeah.
Perfect. The music plays, and go ahead, both of you, give me performance checks.
I will give a inspiration to you.
Awesome. I definitely will take that. Okay, I'm gonna use that inspiration. It's a little bit better, 15.
All right. And if I use my flashback, that means I have to use the new roll.
It is a reroll.
Then nope, I won't use it. I will stay with 29.
But it could have been 30 or higher.
I know, I was trying to break 30.
All right, very good. Then. So the dancing moves on. The music is played as everyone starts to settle in, and there's a semi place. And however everybody wants to go. I mean, those performing can always get in on this as it happens. But Honor smiles, watching everyone, and those of you close by her, for the first time, as it seems that everyone is entertained and focused on what is happening and dancing themselves, and even mimicking the dance of Charlotte and the music of Luna, that she visibly relaxes, the straight back shoulders like kind of slunch. She throws her leg up on one of the tables, the other leg like very off in the other direction. Oh my gosh. What a day. Please tell me you're as tired as I am.
I mean, yeah. It's been a day.
Oh, great conversationalist too.
Oh, is she talking to all of us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was good to know. So, is are you beginning to a joke or something?
What? No.
No.
So, we came to talk to you about something very specific, but then all this chaos happened, and then there's also the problem of the crystals and blue dust that's still in the basement of the tower.
It's just like I just feel like a vampire, a lich, and a construct walk into a bar. It just seems like it's going somewhere. So.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably something buried in there that we'll have to figure out.
You and your dead friend, relative,
What? Vampires? What? Where?
and an angel. Awesome.
Yeah, that's why we're the menagerie.
And right, and one boring one, pointing to Mortis. Perfect.
Here's an elephant. That's not boring. Who else has an elephant?
I'll give you having an elephant in an extra dimensional space that you wear on your neck's pretty cool. I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
How about you add the fact that we're both alumni?
Oh,
Ah, you studied too? Very good. You must have not been good at it, though. What did you come in? Like the bottom 90% or something?
I wasn't that lucky.
So you didn't even graduate? Yep, definitely why I don't remember you.
I was actually 3 years behind you. So we wouldn't have been in the same class.
I mean, worthwhile talent manifests itself and gets noticed, but I take the point.
why are you talking about these hypotheticals?
What?
Like vampires and the sort. Just
Okay. Fine. Nope. Just a normal person dancing.
okay. What do you know? How do you know things?
A slow one too. Okay.
No need to be rude.
Was that rude?
I just don't understand.
Obviously.
How do you know things?
Oh. I'm expert on blood.
Oh,
What does my blood say?
Turns. Well, you saw you pull from the land of the dead. That's fun.
Yeah, I got a stick that does that.
No,
Yeah.
one
Is he-
follows you. What's her name?
Oh, this is my sister Harper.
Mhm.
What about her?
Upper. Just not usual.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's cool. Oh,
Me too.
what? I like your thing because you have trained very hard. Haven't learned a lot, it looks like, but trained takes a lot to do that. Yeah, you should feel proud of yourself. Hope you
Oh,
do.
thanks.
So, if you're not the start to a joke, what are you the start of?
A quest.
Quest.
Revolution.
A revolution?
The League is corrupt, and you know it. We were led to believe that you actually had good intentions. We know
The
what
League is why people are not dead and eating each other. So
And you
watch
can
your
work with.
mouth. You helped, but they have my loyalty.
They also have your invention.
What are you talking about?
It's called the Lament Undoing Zenith.
How do you know about that?
So kind of nearby to this place is a place called Gat Shadow. Have you heard of it?
Nope, definitely don't know about the looming mountain that casts its shadow every night at the town.
Well, so it's this big mountain that's nearby.
yeah.
She starts
And-
to laugh. She's like, "Oh, I like you."
and there's an entire tribe, a herd of Goliaths and other folk known as the Rivermore tribe. And the League is using the Zenith to control them with collars around their necks. And if they don't do what the League says, then the collars like burrow in and start to kill them slowly.
That doesn't make any sense. Our project wasn't. It's not about controlling people.
We understand very little about it. It's one of the reasons we came to talk to you. But what we did learn is that it. And guys, help me if I'm
We
understanding
learned
this
the power source for those devices.
right, because it collects sadness and stuff and turns it into energy, which they're then using to control the collars.
Okay.
We have a collar. I
She
think.
takes the table in front of you and throws it. And
Oh, the
she-
food! No.
Yeah. As she grabs what looks like this little wooden ball, throws it on the ground, and this desk comes out of it with like tons of books and papers. And she pushes some of it off and takes a bunch of parchment, starts writing some stuff down. And what did you say? It takes negative emotions.
Yep. Yeah.
Does
And
what?
Converts it into energy.
Puts into energy, and that you're saying they use that to what?
To power the collars that are enslaving the Rivermore tribe.
No, that wouldn't work.
And
not a
it's on
power
another.
source.
We learned that the collars are connected to a power source that's on another plane of existence.
Oh boy.
So we couldn't.
Sure, someone
find-
just isn't taking for a ride. Listen, I know the League isn't doing this, but if someone, listen, you don't just come to a town and start helping. If you're trying to do a con, I don't think you're doing a con, but so you might be getting crazy information. But someone obviously did something to people you care about. So what can we do? You're saying, okay, so collars, power source, another plane that would take. It starts making vast calculations.
If you're looking for something to factor in, I'm interested in that circle below the tower. The last time I saw something like that, we were in the Myers Scar, and some wizardly gnome that said he was hired by the League was trying to make a portal into the Fey Realms. And
Okay.
I'm not sure what his purpose was, but it was really disrupting the local magic.
Oh. Well, I mean, you can claim to work for the League. That gets you a lot of leeway. But fair enough. So someone pretending to be a League operative was doing this. Okay. What were they using to make this portal?
Those blue crystals you have under your tower. Which
What?
begs a question.
Oh, that's not my tower.
Oh, whose tower is it?
Oh, that's the Western Observatory and study school.
All right, so who runs it?
It runs itself. It would be this with the Pensacola. Fair enough. Yeah, that's they. You know, it's you think people said that out loud a few times. They go, "Wait, no." That's definitely something that was written down.
It's to show the transparency.
Wait, isn't the Pansophical the one that's really good friends with the League?
Well, I mean, everyone's friends
No,
with
they're
the
not.
League.
Are they?
I mean, all the great organizations. Come on. So, the Tadori Council.
The Lyceum.
It's not all the organizations, though.
Well, I can't think of any that aren't.
I guess that makes it true.
I'm just saying. She starts listing many more. She's like, but it keeps going to one thing after the other.
What
Just
about
like the Vermilion Dream, the Association of
Charlotte School of
Allsight?
Death?
Does she at some point list the remnants?
No.
There's more to slip that in there.
yeah, he would.
What do you know about them? Interesting to be saying that name given the company that you've brought into my town.
Absolutely nothing.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, Lithra is not even going to. I think she's so bad at it. It's
Yeah.
like,
Goes, okay.
And Jackson just looks confused when Lithra says that. He's like, yes, we do.
Oh boy. All right. So you came here. So you've helped me. What can I specifically do for you? And that's where we're in the session.
Oh.
All right. Those watching, thank you so much. And we will see you next week.